scores the opening try. 5-0. Not the start that the two Blues would have been after. Warm conditions here today at Lidcombe Oval. Plenty of sunscreen going around. There's a nice little breeze around though, which is making it a little bit more comfortable as we see a candidate for the top 10 worst conversions of the day. So 5-0 the scoreline. Nabua, well, he's doubled down on the worst conversion of the day with nearly the worst kickoff of the day. He might need his kicking licence revoked, I think. Mogavau, I wouldn't be letting him kick again if I was on his team, but that's just me. The two Blues will have a short arm penalty on halfway. They'll take a tackle on the 10-metre line. It's been turned over by Nabua. He spread it wide early. Lovely footwork back on the inside. There's the fend, there's the offload, and they're going to score their second try. No, they're not. They're dragged down a metre away. They'll surely score now. It looked like for all money that Rocco Vikavu would score. They've scored off the next phase. 10 points to 0. And they're not seriously going to give him another kick, are they? Well, third time's a charm, I've heard. Let's see what he can produce this time. It can't be any worse than what the first two were. 10-0 the scoreline. Looking to make it 12-0. That was a better strike, but still waved away. Scoreline remains 10 points to 0. Nabua stamping their authority on this one. There's the kick-off. Goes down to the two Blues. Comes to Dietrich Roach. He gets the offload away. That one's gone backwards. It'll be play on. It's been picked up by Nabua, and Nabua will streak away to score their third try. Vesicula, Johnny on the spot, looked up, saw 22 metres of open field to run into. And he scores the try. 15 points to 0. About to be 17. Yeah, flags are up. New kicker. 1 from 1. 17-0 now. Long road back here for the two Blues. Rocco Vikavu was the kicker that time around. That's a better kickoff as well this time, and the two Blues take it and then absolutely hammered in the first contact. They're going to turn it over here at the breakdown by the looks of things. No, they've done very well to hold on to it, have they? Yes, they have. They've earned themselves a penalty. Quick tap taken here by the two Blues, trailing 17-0, looking to get back into this one. Towards their own 10-metre line, and they've turned it over, and they've got space and numbers on the left-hand side. There's the fend. The ball back on the inside has been put down by Nabua. Chance here to counter-attack for the two Blues. Showing it out in front. Ball back on the inside. It's Jai Tui on a yellow card. So the number 7. Pogavao. And a lovely little dummy there by Roach. Roach with the ball back on the inside, and there a chance here. Tabau will score under the post. He was chased all the way. He managed to get it down eventually. 17 points to 5. And they strike back the two Blues. Conversion successful, 17-7. Not out of this one just yet. Nabua are down to 6. If they can get the ball back from this kickoff, mount some pressure before half time. Roach to get us restarted. Probably a little bit deeper than he would have wanted. Nabua come up with it. Penalty goes to Nabua. Quick tap taken. Off and running. That one squirts out forward from Nabua. So the two Blues force the error. But that'll be half time. They won't get a chance to take advantage of it. 17 points to 7. Nabua lead two Blues at half time. Touched on it a couple of times today already, but if you're in the area down near Lidcombe Oval, want to come and see some exciting Sevens rugby, pop on down. All the proceeds from today and tomorrow go to the Veterans Benevolent Fund. Major sponsor of this tournament, Campsie RSL Group, along with Smithfield RSL, Marylands RSL, Ingleburn RSL, Dooley's Club and Club Burwood. So all the major clubs in the area getting involved for such a great cause. Western Sydney Sevens. I had the pleasure of calling this tournament last year as well. Unfortunately, won't have the pleasure of calling the finals tomorrow. Although I will get to call the finals of the 17 boys this afternoon. Not too far away from the action restarting here at Lidcombe Oval. If you can't get down here and you're tuning in on the live stream, whether it be on the Western Sydney Sevens Facebook page or the Bar TV live stream, drop us a comment and let us know where you're cheering from and who you're cheering for. Already had people tuning in from California in the US of A. Fiji, a few visitors from Fiji as well as Nabua get us underway. It won't go 10, so it'll come back to the halfway line for a two Blues penalty. As I was saying, we've had people tuning in from Townsville, far north Queensland, Perth. Plenty of interest in this tournament. As the two Blues look to get right back into this one. They trail 17 points to 7. They've earned themselves a penalty. Roach takes the quick tap. We're underway again. Luggy, number 4. Gets the flick pass away to Roach. Roach, long cutout pass to Bow. Back on the inside. Finds Shaw. They're still going here, the two Blues. They trail by 10 points. Try here would make things interesting. Looks like, yeah, Nabua have pinched it. They've earned themselves a penalty. Quick tap taken. Oh, lovely little offload, and that'll be shut the gate. The horse is bolted. They won't catch him. Serakalu, is it? No, number 10. It is Serakalu with the try. And a lovely offload. Logavau went to the line, drew the defender, got the arm free. Serakalu sprinted away 70 metres. That just might put an end to any comeback hopes for the two Blues. 24 points to 7, the scoreline now. Nabua get us back underway, and that one will go the 10. It's well taken, though. I think it's Shaw, is it? No, it's Matawai with a beautiful take. Oh, it might have been Shaw, actually. Penalty goes to the two Blues. They're looking to get play back underway. There's a quick tap, and they're off and racing. The referee wants it brought back. Tabau thought he'd taken it on the mark. It was pretty close. Quick tap now taken by Roach. Back where the referee liked. Penalty goes to the two Blues. Not back the 10. Roach takes the quick tap again. Puts the kick over the top, looking for the bounce. Does he get it? He does. The chasers come, though. They recycle possession. There's plenty of numbers there for Nabua. Roach. They go through the hands. That's Ben. Nick Ben for the line. Ben for the line. Can he get it down? No, he can't. Scrambling defence from Nabua. And they hold Nick Ben up. 24 points to 7. Nabua lead. Desperate defence on their goal line. Two Blues will fancy themselves from this scrum, though. Plenty of open spaces either side. Got Roach, Ben, and Latu out here on the right-hand side. Just need to win the scrum feed. Big shove from Nabua. It comes out to Roach. It'll be a quick tap here after the penalty. Lagi for the line, and Lagi scores. Kinajoji Lagi crosses the stripe. 24 points to 12. That one's off the upright and misses. So the scoreline remains 24-12. The two Blues showing some fight in this one. Roach to get us back underway. That's a better restart, is it? No, it's gone out on the full. So it'll come back to the halfway line. It'll be a tap restart here for Nabua. They've split them wide open. A nice tackle from Roach, but they're going to score again here, Nabua. Lovely offload. And they put it down right behind the left upright. 29 points to 12 now, the scoreline. The game's probably felt a little bit closer than that, in all fairness, as the scoreline goes out to 31 points to 12. The two Blues haven't been disgraced whatsoever in this one. Can hold their heads up high. And that's full time. So Nabua posts their first victory of the tournament. 31 points to 12. Over the Western Sydney two Blues. Next up, we've got the under-17 boys. Manly taking on West Harbour Juniors 1, and two Blues taking on the West Harbour Juniors 2. The referee blows time on, and we're underway. Manly taking on West Harbour Juniors 1. That was touched by West Harbour, so it'll be a Manly line out. About 30 metres away from West Harbour's line. Manly in the red and blue, taking on West Harbour in the predominantly black strip. Here's the line out, won by Manly. They put it through their hands, and they found some space out there on the right-hand side. They'll go for the corner, and they'll get there, Manly. Great try. Good way to start this one. 5-0 the scoreline. It's a bit too much pace out there on that right edge. The attempted conversion, and well, that one goes straight to the top of the top 10. That one never got off the ground. That was maybe he was trying to bounce it over. Anyway, they lead 5-0. He's a big smile on his face as well. I think he knows that wasn't his best attempted conversion. Toby Newey. Oh, lovely kick-off, and it's taken on the fly, and they're going to score again here, Manly. Are they? Great cover defence coming across. That was number 18, Jared Sanger. They look like a try for all money for Tom Douglas. Took it on the fly, put his head down, pinned the ears back, went for the corner. And a great covering tackle by Jared Sanger stops the try. And they're not out of trouble yet, though, West Harbour. They win the line out well. Now they're going to be forced to work it out of their own end, although they get a relieving penalty. Quick tap, though, by Sanger. Sanger gets the offload away, and they've got some space out here on the left now. Can they go 100 metres here, West Harbour? They're wrapped up on their own 10 at the moment. 10 shy of halfway. The penalty goes to West Harbour. As we've got a player down needing some treatment. I think it might be Falla, the 19 maybe. Still down receiving some treatment. Frantic start from Manly. West Harbour just getting a foothold in the game now. It's 5 points to 0. We can see a few more of the West Harbour trainers head out there. So the penalty goes to West Harbour.
I'll come back after. I've got money out for hours too.
As we see the twos go through, West Harbour twos break the line. The chase is coming. Can they get to the line? Brought down only metres away. Chance here for West Harbour to hit back. They trail 5-0. They recycle possession. They've got numbers to the right. Surely they've got to use them. They do so. They should score. Steps back on the inside. They're not going to get there. The Manly defence scrambles and scrambles well. Chance for them to counter-attack now. Manly are away. The foot race is on over halfway. The cover defence coming. The cover defence coming. I'm not sure it's going to get there. Manly are going to go the length of the field to score the try. End-to-end stuff. Sam Nicol was the one. Took the offload, pinned the ears back, and off he went to the races. He's feeling it now. 10 points to nil they lead. It look like, for all money, West Harbour were going to open their account. Instead, we're talking about a 10-point swing, really. There's the attempted conversion, which is unsuccessful, so scoreline remains 10 points to nil. It'll be Manly to get us back underway. Manly with the kick-off. They nearly scored from their last kick-off. This time it's taken by West Harbour. Little bobble, but they've gone through the hole. Another opportunity for the Pirates, or the Buccaneers, sorry, the juniors. Chance here for Manly again. They lead 10 points to nil. They're inside the 22, bouncing off tackles. Alexander for the corner, and I think they've got there, have they? Yes, they have. Another try to Manly. It's the number 7 this time, Braith Alexander. 15-0 on the scoreline with a kick to come. Manly starting to run away with this one. Went down 12-10 to Icons 1 in their opening game. It was a closely run thing as that conversion to attempt is unsuccessful. The scoreline remains 15-0. That was a close run thing against Icons 1, who might just be favourites in this under-17 boys competition. That's half time. Manly 15 leading West Harbour 0. The referee has asked for the players to return to the field. $15-0 is the scoreline here. Manly leading West Harbour. And the kickoff finds touch. On the full by the looks of things. So Manly will bring it back to halfway for the tap restart. Ignacio with the tap. Comes across field. A little kick in behind from Manly, looking for the regather, but West Harbour were alert to the danger. Can they hold on to the ball though, West Harbour? Manly in there fighting for it, and they get the penalty, West Harbour. Relieving penalty. Quick tap taken. To work it away from their own end. Ball's been put on the deck. Penalty goes to Manly. Bit of assistance there from the crowd. Thank you very much. Manly on the attack now. 15-0 they lead. Chance to put this game to bed just about. They're only 7 or 8 metres away. Come back the open side. Ignacio back on the inside. Finds the 3. Guyan. Ignacio through the hands. They've got the numbers. They've got the space. They should score. They will score. Bill Heyman crosses. 20-0 the scoreline. That might just be about enough. Conversion attempt unsuccessful. Not even sure that was a drop kick, to be honest. And a couple of shocking attempts from Manly to convert in this one. But they lead 20-0. It's not crucial for them at the moment, although for and against might play a part, especially with that loss in the opening game. That one finds touch on the bounce, so it'll be a West Harbour line out right on the 22. And West Harbour ones win the line out. Go through the hands. Going backwards at the moment. They straighten up now. That's a good charge. Ball spills out, and it'll be a penalty to West Harbour. On the end of a pretty comprehensive loss in the opening game. Now they're through here, West Harbour. They've split the line. They'll score the try. Jared Sanger underneath the black dot. 20 points to 5. Maybe those missed kicks might come back to haunt Manly. Sanger with the conversion attempt. That's successful. So 20 points to 7. 2 converted tries, as unlikely as it would be, would win the game. So 20 points to 7. There's the restart. Looking for the bounce. They don't get it. It sits up nicely for Ignacio, and Ignacio's away. Finds the support on the inside. The cover defence comes across. Referee playing advantage. Penalty will be back towards the 10-metre line. Touch judge is in off his sideline. I think we're going to see a yellow card here, are we? Referee's going into his pocket. Not good news for West Harbour. Yellow card, they're down to 6. And that might just put an end to any comeback ambitions that they might have had. Manly on the attack. An extra player. Ball hits the deck. Still going. It's been knocked on by West Harbour. It'll be play on here for Manly. Manly back on the inside. Nichols brought down. Advantage to Manly. Penalty goes to them. They'll be in no rush to get play back underway. They lead 20 points to 7. Quick taps taken. Ignacio through the hands. Finds Guyan. Guyan goes through. Guyan steps off the left. Can he get to the line? I think he will. Guyan shows too much pace. He goes underneath the posts. And that'll wrap up the victory for Manly. 25 points to 7 with a kick to come. Conversion attempt is successful. 27 points to 7 now. Manly lead West Harbour. Coming up next, it will be the Two Blues taking on West Harbour Twos. Manly go long with the kickoff, and that one lands in the field of play by probably a blade of grass. It'll be a West Harbour line out. They're about 20 metres away from their own line. Manly just struggling to get enough players to the line out. They get their third man there now. Blustery conditions. Yeah, they do that easily, West Harbour. Cut out pass. Still down to 6 players at the moment. Probably their most damaging player on the bench. Receiving a yellow card. As little knock on there from Manly. That'll end the game. 27 points to 7, the final scoreline. Manly too good for West Harbour ones. Coming up next, it'll be West Harbour Twos taking on the Western Sydney Two Blues. Underway here in this under-17 boys clash between West Harbour Twos and the Western Sydney Two Blues. The Two Blues in the predominantly grey with the blue sleeves, and on the West Harbour side, black with the white sleeves. So we've seen a little knock on against the Two Blues. It'll be a scrum feed here to West Harbour. West Harbour Twos went down in their opening game. 33-22 to Icons 2s. And the Western Sydney 2 Blues defeated Icons 2s 29 points to 7 in their opening game. So a win here for the 2 Blues would see them qualify. We can see the scrum packed down. West Harbour to feed. Good shove from the 2 Blues. They earn themselves a short arm penalty. Quick tap taken. Not good signs there for the West Harbour scrum. Dominated in that one. The 2 Blues shift to the right hand side. If anybody's out there listening from the 2 Blues, we're still after a team sheet for the 17 boys as we see them streak down the right touchline. The cover defence comes across, hits and spins and fends, and that is a great solo try. Too big, too strong. The number 12. 5-0, the 2 Blues lead. Chance to make it 7. Conversion attempt is successful. So 7 points to 0, the scoreline. Good start here for the 2 Blues. Looking to qualify top of their group. The 2 Blues get us underway, and that is a very good restart. High, long. It's been spilt backwards by West Harbour. The Buccaneers come up with it. 2 Blues are there to pile on the pressure with their defence, but they found a bit of space here. West Harbour on the right-hand side. The foot race is on. The chase has come. He's been clipped. He'll get back up to his feet. It'll be play on. Still going. South Killai showing good pace. They're up inside 2 Blues territory. They trail 7 points to 0 here, West Harbour. Ball squirts out the back, but a penalty goes to the 2 Blues. They get let off the hook there, and they take the quick tap, and now they'll look to find some space on this right-hand side. Lovely dummy. They go through the hole. It'll be shut the gate. Nobody will catch him. And the 2 Blues run 60 metres from the penalty to score the try. 12 points to 0 with a kick to come. Just a little bit too big and a little bit too fast at the moment, the 2 Blues. Conversion attempt is unsuccessful, so the scoreline remains 12 points to 0. Deep kick off from the 2 Blues. It'll sit up though, and it's been spilt backwards by West Harbour into their own goals. The 2 Blues have come up with it. They're a chance to score here again, the 2 Blues. They dive for the line. Does he get it down? Yes, he does. 17-0. In the blink of an eye, the 2 Blues have jumped out to a big lead in this one. Conversion attempt to take it out to 19-0. There's the kick. He struck it well, but it's waved away. That's half time. 17 points to 0. Western Sydney 2 Blues leading the West Harbour Buccaneers number 2s. Coming up after this one, it'll be Dan taking a bit of a break from the mic. It'll be Tabadamu taking on Campbelltown Harlequins. And after that, West Harbour taking on Northern Suburbs, Drifters taking on Nabua, and 2 Blues taking on First Nations. And that'll round out the pool games for today. And later on this afternoon, we've got the Under-17 boys finals. The Youth Bowl final will be played by the 2 teams that finish third in their groups. The Youth Plate final will be the 2 runners-up of the groups taking on each other. And the Diggers Cup final today at 4:40 will be the winner of both groups taking on each other for the right to be crowned Diggers Cup champions 2019. At the moment, looks like the 2 Blues will be there. And I think it might be taking on Icons by the looks of things, barring a miracle in this one. 17-0 the scoreline. It would take an absolute capitulation from the 2 Blues to not make the final from here. Another good song from the DJ to take us into the second half. Going to be the 2 Blues to get us underway. Well, that one's allowed to bounce by West Harbour. Probably not a bad result for them though, as they come up with possession. Penalty goes to the 2 Blues though. Quick tap taken. They're on the charge here, the 2 Blues, on their way to the final by the looks of things. Shift the ball wide. Looking for a way through this West Harbour defence. Going left to right, then back right to left. Still keeping the ball alive. West Harbour disciplined in defence so far. Get the offload away there, the 2 Blues. Nice fend away from the number 4. They switch the play to the right-hand side. Just probing, looking for a way through, looking for a chink in the armour. The Buccaneers do well there. They turn the ball over though. Looking for a way through themselves now. They come back down the short side. Ball back on the inside. The 2 Blues are alert to the danger though. And a penalty goes against the Buccaneers. West Harbour just can't take a trick at the moment. They get marched 10 metres there for kicking the ball off the mark. Oh, lovely ball skills there from the 2 Blues. Great offload from the ground. Beautiful hands from the number 9. And they cross underneath the post. 22-0 with a kick to come. And the conversion attempt successful. 24-0. And that might just stamp their ticket to the final. The 2 Blues to get us back underway. Short, high kick off, and they come up with possession. Put it through the hands now, the 2 Blues. And they want more points. They can smell blood in the water. Shift it wide. They get on the outside of West Harbour and they're going to score again here, the 2 Blues. 29 points to 0. Comprehensive victory here for the 2 Blues. taking some good form into the finals. Should be an absolute cracker between them and Icons 1. Conversion attempt was unsuccessful. 29-0, the scoreline remains. And the two Blues drag West Harbour over the touchline. Quick line out taken. No, the referee wants it retaken. It was Talia who was dragged over the sideline after a strong run. The two Blues line out. Just inside West Harbour territory. 29-0 the scoreline. That one goes right out the back. And the referee not happy with the throw. I was saying it's windy conditions here today at Lidcombe. It's the first one we've seen that hasn't gone in straight. Well, the first one that was called. There'll be a scrum feed here to West Harbour. I'll do well to win this scrum. The two Blues pack is a fair bit bigger. And there's the shove. They managed to get possession though. Penalty to West Harbour. Take the quick tap. Talia through. Talia puts it on the toe. Looking for a chaser. The two Blues are there. The ball is shifted to the right-hand side for the two Blues. They could go 100 here, the two Blues. They've got support. Oh, and the shoulder charge comes across. That'll be a yellow card, no doubt. He's still going, though. He bounced off it like a pinball. Oh, and he spills his lollies 10 metres out. The referee playing advantage. He'll come back for the shoulder charge. That'll be a yellow card. He's been in the play a little bit lately to Leo. There's a yellow card for the number 18. To be fair to him, he's probably saved a try. It's come at the expense of a yellow card. And now the two Blues go through. It didn't stop them for long. Chasers are coming, but they'll get there nonetheless. 34 points to 0. Conversion attempt is successful. 36 points to 0, the final scoreline. Western Sydney 2 Blues run out big winners over the West Harbour Buccaneers number 2s. Well, I'm off to have a 10 or 15 minute break. The next game coming up here on Bar TV. Tabadamu taking on Campbelltown Harlequins, and then I'll be back on the mic from 3 o'clock through to the completion of play. And that brings to end a pretty difficult day for the Campbelltown Harlequins. 52-0, the final score in that one. Next up, we have Norths versus West Harbour. Counting down with matches until the finals this afternoon for the under-17 boys. Only 3 more games, and then we're into the finals. Big victory in the previous game for Tabadamu over Campbelltown Harlequins, 52-0. My name's Dan McCamley, back on the mic for the remainder of the afternoon here at Lidcombe Oval. Make sure if you're tuning in via Bar TV or on the Western Sydney Sevens Facebook page, drop us a comment and let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. If you're in the area, there's still plenty of Sevens rugby to go around this afternoon. All proceeds from today and tomorrow going to the Veterans Benevolent Fund. So a worthwhile cause if you're in the area to come down and get involved with. West Harbour out there ready to go. Norths just making their way down the hill. Still a couple of minutes before kickoff's due. Run through the results for West Harbour earlier on in the day. Went down to Tabadamu 21-19 in the opening game. They then defeated Harlequins 35-0 in their second game. This will be their third match of the day. Norths, on the other hand, well, they ran out 50-0 winners over Harlequins in their opening game. They went down to Tabadamu 24 points to 12 in their second game. So both teams on one win. Winner of this puts themselves in good position going into tomorrow's games. It'll be West Harbour to get us underway. It's a high kick-off. It's gone to 10. It'll be knocked back by Norths and play on for them. McGrath has spilled his lollies though. A little knock on. So it'll be a scrum feed to West Harbour Pirates just outside the 22. They'll be looking to start this one fast. Joshua Patero to feed the scrum. Short arm penalty. Patero takes a quick tap. They're off and running here, West Harbour. They've got some numbers on the right-hand side. They're inside the 22, steps off the right. They're down towards the 5. The support comes to West Harbour, but it's too little too late. Penalty holding on too long, and now the quick tap for Norths. Frantic stuff here in the opening stages. Norths now on the counter-attack. Norths up over halfway. Pass back on the inside has been put down. Advantage being played here for West Harbour, and it's West Harbour going the other way now. Inside the 22, pass back on the inside. They've got support out here on the left. The long cutout pass, plenty of open spaces, and West Harbour are going to score the opening try. End-to-end stuff to start this one. Barrow with the try. 5-0 the score. Both teams could have realistically opened their account in that sequence of play. The Patero to try and have the extras. And it doesn't make the top 10, but he's hooked that one to the left of the uprights. Conversion unsuccessful. The scoreline remains 5 points to 0. West Harbour Pirates leading Northern Suburbs. Short drop out. Kick off, sorry. It's been knocked forward by West Harbour, so we'll come back for a scrum feed. About 13 metres shy of halfway. It'll be a North's feed. After blowing Harlequins off the park in the opening game. A little bit scratchy from Norths in their second game and to start this third one. There's the scrum. It'll come out the back for Norths, who are then swarmed, but it's a penalty to Norths. Quick tap. Nearly a knock on there from the quick tap, but they found some space out here on the left-hand side, Norths. They trail 5 points to 0. Up towards the 22. They recycle possession. That one wasn't the best of passes, but it finds its mark. Some space out here on the right-hand side. That's the 11. Lokatui, who's pushed into touch. Great tackle there by Berra. That's not Berra, that's number 4, Messina. Those numbers are absolutely horrible on the backs of those jerseys. There'll be a line out here to West Harbour, just outside their own 5 metre line. That one's over the back. Be play on. And the pass is flung, a dangerous pass near your own goal line. West Harbour living life dangerously here at the moment. They need to get support to the breakdown. They do that. Come to the open side. They kick early in the count. There's plenty of space out here. It sits up almost too much. West Harbour now outside their own 22 over their 10 metre line. Up over halfway. Support coming on the inside. The North's defence do well to wrap him up. Penalty goes to North, so they get out of that one. North's quick tap taken. Radford now across field. Ball back on the inside. Keeping the ball alive here, Norths. Lokatui now through. He needs support. Still going, Lokatui. He's finally brought down. They need numbers at the breakdown. They recycle possession. Looked like a bit of a hair pull there. Let's play on here for West Harbour. It's frantic stuff here between these two. West Harbour now come up with it, and they've got space on the right-hand side. It's closed down quickly by the North's defence, though, and the crossfield kick again. Oh, a penalty goes to North's. Must have been for offside. West Harbour not afraid to kick early. It's a tactic we haven't seen employed much today. So it'll be McGrath to take the tap. Go through the hands. Nice step off the left foot, and again, that one might have gone forward. Yeah, the referee's going to come back. Forward pass. Norths would have opened their account. Instead, we'll have a scrum feed 22 metres out from West Harbour's line. 5 points to 0. West Harbour lead. Important game for these two clubs. All important seeding for tomorrow's fixtures. So win the scrum feed. Brought down probably about 30 metres away from their own line. Oh, that's a dangerous pass. It's been intercepted. Norths have support there. It's gone backwards. West Harbour come up with it, but that was the pass that drifted forward from West Harbour. Dangerous stuff from the Pirates. And that's half time. So Norths won't get an opportunity to take advantage. 5-0 the scoreline in a closely fought battle. Both sides having chances, end-to-end stuff in this one. It's West Harbour who lead here at the break. And we're underway here in the second half. Northern Suburbs with the restart, trailing 5 points to nil. Both teams sitting on one win from 2 games in this competition. And that's West Harbour with first use of the ball in this second half, looking to extend their lead. Oh, and that one's been dropped. Had a little bit of a look, dropped it under no pressure whatsoever, and this opens the door up for Norths. Scrum feed just outside the 22, trailing 5 points to nil. Big chance here for Northern Suburbs to level things up, maybe even take the lead. And they win the scrum feed and they come the open side now, Norths. They've got some space out here on the left-hand side. They throw the dummy, they go through the gap, and Norths are going to score from the back of the scrum. Max Burry with the try. It was the invitation that they needed. And they've taken it without hesitation. 5-all with a kick to come. If we're going off for and against, you'd have to think Norths would be in front after their big win over Harlequins in the first game. Norths, Berry just can't have the extras. So it's 5-all the scoreline. See if we can't do a little bit of quick math while we're waiting for the restart. They're literally in front by a point. No, they're not. 5 points there in front, Norths, on for and against. So a draw here would see Norths finish above West Harbour on for and against. So the draw is no good to the Pirates. As they go on the attack now, up over halfway. Finally wrapped up, trying to recycle possession. They get a penalty here, the Pirates. Quick tap taken. Shift it early to the left. They've got numbers out there. They step off the left, step off the right. Over the 22, put the foot down. Still going here, the Pirates. For the corner, the defence comes across. Does he get it down? I think he does, yes. He does get it down. The Pirates retake the lead. Yellow card is coming out for a Norths player. Yellow card, that will put a dent in North's hopes in this one. Ten points to 5, the scoreline. There's a high restart. It's been put down by Norths. West Harbour pick it up off the bounce. Ball back inside. Trucks the fullback. That'll be a try. Apasolmi Berra scores the try. Too big, too strong. $15 points to 5. It might be a mountain too high to climb now for Norths. Conversion attempt. Strikes it. Conversion successful. 17 points to 5. The Pirates pillaging and plundering here. Been waiting to say that all day. There's the restart. Trapped by the feet of the Norths player. Come back centre field, 17-5 they trail. It's a long road back. They've only got 6 out there as well. Ball comes back for Norths. the West Harbour side piling on the pressure. Quick tap taken though from the penalty for Norths. Hugh Taylor puts it on the deck. It'll be a scrum feed to the Pirates right on halfway. By the looks of things, they'll take out second place in their group. Tabadamu taking top spot with 3 wins. West Harbour leading the race for second place, leading the race for the ball here as well. It's been put on the deck though, didn't get the bounce he wanted. Little knock on. And the Pirates couldn't take that one in stride. 17 points to 5, they lead. Clock ticking down here in this second half. North back to their full complement. It gives them some sort of hope. They've got a long way to go. 90 odd metres to be exact. They win the scrum feed. Cut out pass. Doesn't find the mark though. Daniel Woods. That hits him on the chest. They're a chance, North. Instead the ball bounces. It gives the West Harbour defence time to get over there. Penalty to North. Quick tap taken. Good quick tap as well. They're into the backfield here, North. The chase is on. Flick pass, and the pass doesn't stick. Josh Roberts couldn't hold on to it. Try goes begging for Norths. And the ball is kicked out of play by West Harbour, and that'll be full time. West Harbour get the better of North, 17 points to 5. It was 5-all at half time. North's going down to 6 men in the second half. Didn't help their cause. In the end, West Harbour too strong for Norths. Next up here on Bar TV Sports, the West Coast Drifters taking on Nabua. West Coast Drifters in the yellow, Nabua in the maroon and white. The referee just making his way out onto the pitch as we speak. Too far away from kick-off. Referee blows time on. We're underway. Ball's hit the deck there from Nabua. A little knock on. So it'll be a scrum feed here to the Drifters. And they're undefeated today. 2 wins from 2. First game defeating the 2 Blues 12-10. Followed by a 27-5 victory over First Nations. Nabua went down to First Nations in the close one in the first game, 22-19. And struck back to beat the 2 Blues 31-12 in the second game. So the Drifters looking to remain undefeated. Well, Nabua can join them on equal points after 3 games if they can knock them off here. That's a lovely spiral torpedo kick for touch. Nabua find the line. 5 metres inside Drifters territory. There's the line out. It goes over the back and the Drifters come up with it. Put it through their hands. Kuru out there in the 5, I think it is. The penalty goes to the Drifters. And they're going to kick for touch. So, a couple of kicks for touch. We haven't seen that much today either. A few different tactics coming out in the last round of play. Be a line out to the Drifters about 30 metres away from Nabua's line. Last one went over the back. Let's see where this one ends up. That one goes over the back too, and Nabua end up with it. So both teams unable to win their line outs. And now it's Nabua on the attack. Rakavakavu brought down. Sarakalu got the offload away. There's plenty of feeling in this one out there. Nabua on the attack. Lagavai get the offload away. They're up to the 22 here, Nabua. They go through their hands. They've got space and numbers out there. That's the number 1, Raul Looney. Gets the offload away. They're only 15 away here, Nabua. Penalty goes to Nabua. They'll take the tap. Sure, they'll take the tap. 22 away from the line, they do. Well, that wasn't the best of passes, and the Drifters have picked it up on the bounce. Chance for them to counter-attack now. They're at 6s and 7s here. Nabua, the Drifters up over halfway. Ball back on the inside. It's a foot race now over the 22. The chasers are coming. The chasers will get him. Can they bring him down? There's the offload. Try to the West Coast Drifters. The opening try came from a mistake. Moses Dawai scores once he puts it down. That's 5-0. That came against the run of play. Nabua were on top of things. Pass hit the deck. And the West Coast Drifters took full advantage. Great counter-attacking rugby. Conversion successful, so 7 points to 0, they lead. Huge day of action tomorrow. Even more games tomorrow. Bar TV crew pulling a couple of big shifts in a row. Be Jack Clifton on the mic tomorrow for your commentary. every game live on Bar TV Sports. So the Drifters pick it up from the kick-off, and a little knock on by the West Coast Drifters saves the day for Nabua. That would have been try number 2. That would have been tough to catch from there. As I was saying, even more rugby action coming your way tomorrow. The ladies' competition kicks off. And the final series of the men's division as well. They look to go down the short side, Nabua, but snuffed out by the Drifters. Throws the big dummy, and they break through here, Nabua. Big chance. Support looming up on the inside. He needs to use him. He's overrun him. The support finds his winger on the outside, though. And a nice driving tackle. They bombed the try there. Let's play on here. Penalty goes to Nabua. Quick tap taken. Olavu took it from the wrong spot, though, so he'll have to bring it back. Rokavakavu will take the quick tap. Will he? It's not the quickest of taps, let's be honest. He gets play back underway, though. They go through the hands. Chance now for Nabua. They put the foot down. The ball hits the deck again, and it must have been knocked down, was it? It was. There'll be a yellow card here. The Drifters down to 6. Quick tap taken by Nabua. They lead 7-0, the Drifters. Chance here for them to level things up. The ball hits the deck again. Inside the 10 from the quick tap. Nabua knocking on the door. Looking to level things up. Quick tap taken. Skipping across field, brought down only a metre away. Big chance here. Penalty goes to the Drifters. What a let-off. Nabua piling on the pressure and then turning the ball over via a penalty in the breakdown. Letting the West Coast Drifters off the hook. They'll be in absolutely no rush to get play back underway. In fact, they take the quick tap, kick it into touch, and that's half-time. Smart play there from the Drifters. They lead this clash 7 points to 0 at half-time over Nabua. Should be in for a beauty of a second half coming up shortly. About to get underway here in the second half. Harbour to kick off, trailing 7 points to 0. West Coast Drifters still down to 6. Harbour go deep with the kick-off. That one will bounce. Sits up nicely though for the Drifters. They try to shift the play early. Harbour looking to put some pressure on. They might turn it over here, Harbour. I think they have. They go from the back of the ruck for the levelling try. They get over the line. Harbour strike back early in the second half. Serukalu scores the try. Too easy. 7 points to 5. West Coast Drifters lead. You'd think it would be 7-all after this kick. Oh, talk about a commentator's curse. He has missed that one. Very kickable. And they still trail 7 points to 5. And they're back to their full complement, the Drifters. They go high again, Harbour, and they come down with it. It'll be play on. They're away here again, Harbour. Can they take the lead? Cover defence coming across, dragged down. The ball's been spilt. Only metres away from the try line. There's a bit of push and shove. I said before in the first half, there's a little bit of feeling in this game. Harbour go within metres of taking the lead. Instead, the ball's spilt forward. It'll be a scrum feed to the Drifters about 5 metres out from their own line. Yeah, holding on for dear life here, the Drifters. The Drifters in no rush to pack this scrum. They lead 7 points to 5. It's an important scrum to win for them. 5 metres out in the shadows of the uprights. And the Harbour came up with it, but the referees found a penalty in there. And a yellow card. Ill discipline costing the Harbour. The referee's been hit by the ball. It's all happening out there at the moment at Lickham Oval. Take the quick tap, the Drifters. So it's Harbour's turn to be down a man. And that one has just drifted forward. Looking for the little pass back on the inside. Really opening the door here for Harbour. Scrum feed, 15 away from the Drifters' line. They are down to 6, so they've got an extra man, the Drifters. Again, a very slow restart. This plays into the Drifters' hands. Time ticking away. No stoppages in this sevens format. And that one's been won against the feed. It's going to come back for another go. The Drifters had pinched it. Looks like this whole second half has been played waiting for scrums to happen. Harbour take 2. Desperate to win this scrum, they do so. They don't have the numbers out there at the moment to trouble the Drifters. Just need to be patient here, Harbour. Pick and choose their time. They'll have to play it probably close to the ruck. They won't want to get too far away from their support. 15 away here in Harbour. They trail 7 points to 5, and a penalty goes to the Drifters. Quick tap. No, they're going to be asked to come back. I mean, no rush to do that. it'll be the West Coast Drifters. What are they going to do? I think they're going to kick for touch. They are showing a fair bit of gamesmanship here. Every restart has been slow. Now the number 7 is walking away with the ball. Lava Lava. It's chaos out there at the moment. You've got Nabua trying to sneak a player back on, even though he's been carded. You've got the Drifters in absolutely no rush to get play back underway. They kick long now. The chase is on. It'll be a foot race. It looks like Nabua will get there first, but there's plenty of Drifters in pursuit, and Nabua, all they can do is kick the ball dead. Which is probably not the worst play, to be honest, because if he picks that up, it's Drifters all over the shop. It's going to be a 5-metre scrum. And they're back to their full complement now, Nabua. They trail 7 points to 5. It's a Drifters scrum feed 5 metres out from Nabua's line. A try here and a conversion would ice it. There's the feed. They pick it up from the back of the scrum. They go for the corner. They're going to score the try in the corner. The Drifters score in the corner. Ravuvu with the try. 12 points to 5. With a kick to come, they will be in no rush to take this kick. And they might have just done enough, the West Coast Drifters. You can somehow slot this. That'll be all she wrote. There's the kick. It's not going to come back around. Pushes out to the right. It doesn't matter though. That's full time. In a hard-fought contest, the West Coast Drifters 12 defeat Nabua 5. The Drifters go through to tomorrow undefeated. Nabua, on the other hand, they'll have to go the long way after winning only one of their pool games. Next up, the Western Sydney 2 Blues taking on First Nations. And that'll be up in the next couple of minutes. About to get underway here for the final pool game of Saturday's competition. After this, we've got the 3 finals for the under-17 boys. And it'll be the 2 Blues to get us underway. They kick long, taking on First Nations. And they're wrestled to the ground inside their own 22 by the 2 Blues. First Nations now making a break straight up the middle. They maintain possession. They've got some numbers here on the right-hand side. They're up over halfway now, First Nations. Poking their nose through the hole. Lovely flick pass. Can he hold on to it? No, he can't. They're going to come back for a high tackle. And a yellow card. Well, a little bit hard done by there, in my opinion. Toe bow. And he's off. They're down to 6, the 2 Blues. First Nations with an opportunity here to take advantage of the numbers. Ball back on the inside on the angle. That's a lovely pass. They're inside the 22. First Nations able to recycle possession. They should have numbers and space out here on the right-hand side. Steps back off his right foot, back towards the traffic. Still going, and they'll score the opening try. Isaiah Kawani scores underneath the post, 5-0, and a quick start for First Nations. Conversion attempt successful, 7 points to 0. First Nations lead the 2 Blues. It'll be First Nations to get us back underway. And a last second victory over Nabura in the opening game. First Nations went down in their second fixture though, 27-5 to the Drifters. If they can win this one, they'll finish the pool games with 2 wins. 2 Blues now to Ben. Ben puts the head down, gets up over his 10-metre line. Penalty goes to First Nations. Quick tap taken. Rush up out of the line, the 2 Blues, and they've left a gaping hole back on the inside. And First Nations will score a second, really taking advantage of the extra man. 7 becomes 12. I think that's the number 8 out there, Danny Allende. I'm sure if you're tuning in via the live stream, don't go anywhere. We've got the under-17s finals coming up. Three finals. It'll be First Nations to get us underway, 14-0 after that successful conversion. And that one will go out off the 2 Blues, so nothing going their way at the moment. 2 Blues yet to win a game so far. Went down 12-10 to the Drifters in a tight one, opening game. And then Nabua put the ringers through them, 31-12. It was a bit closer than that though. The 2 Blues certainly weren't out of that game. We've got a long road back here, 14-0 down against First Nations. I think they're back to their full complement. They are. There's 7 out there at the moment. They're up towards halfway here, 2 Blues. Tabau's back out there, and Roach is up over halfway. They go to Nick Ben. They come back to Tabau. Tabau puts it through their hands, just playing a patient game here at the moment, the 2 Blues. They've lost some ground and they're about to lose possession. First Nations come up with it and a chance to counter-attack now. They've got the numbers. They go through their hands. Good jarring defence there from the two Blues. Coming in off his wing to snuff out any danger, but First Nations still going. They've got space out here on the right-hand side and support. 2v1. Pass back on the inside. Shut the gate. The horses bolted. Mark O'Dare scores the try. 19 points to nil. Great counter-attacking sevens rugby there from First Nations. Two Blues trying to play the patient game. They turn the ball over and within one phase, First Nations go 50 metres to score. Conversion attempt is unsuccessful. The scoreline remains 19 points to nil. And there's one of the shorter kickoffs. Oh, it's gone backwards. There you go. Copped a horrible bounce, but it's gone 5 metres the wrong way, and it'll be a penalty to the two Blues on halfway. 19-0. They really need to strike before half-time if they can to have any chance in this one. They go to the right-hand side and they find a bit of space out there on the right, trying to go around the First Nations. They maintain possession. Come all the way back to Tabau. Unable to go forward, although they found a bit of space here now on the left-hand side. That's the 12, Latu. Latu gets the offload away, comes off the knee of Versi Cake. And into touch. Can't be too far away from half-time. The line out here to First Nations. They go short. They work that one very well, actually. And a lovely left foot step, and they're through. Chasers are coming. Support's there as well. It's a foot race over the 10. 22 to go. He'll get there. No doubt about it. First Nations score again. 24-0. And they're putting the cleaners through the two Blues at the moment. Dominant performance. A real confidence booster for First Nations heading into the finals tomorrow. Conversion attempt successful. 26-0. That's the half-time whistle. Couldn't come soon enough for the two Blues. After a couple of good performances early in this competition, they'll be disappointed with that first half, the Western Sydney side. Still got 7 minutes to fix things. Not a lot of time, really, is it? 7 minutes? First Nation, they'd be thrilled with that first half. 26 points to nil in front. Looking like 2 wins heading into tomorrow's finals. The way that they're playing, they'll fancy themselves against anybody tomorrow. Even in that game against the West Coast Drifters, where they were beaten 27-5, showed signs in that game. They had a couple of half chances that the game could have been a lot closer than what it was. The referee signals to the teams that it's time to get the second half underway. Something about this music and having a microphone in my face that makes me want to go karaokeing tonight. I'll have to make that happen, I think, as we see the First Nations about to get us back underway for the second half. The referee not happy with the restart. $26-0 the scoreline. Make sure if you're tuning in on the live stream, whether it be on the Western Sydney Sevens Facebook page or the Bar TV page, let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. At the moment, it's the First Nations dominating the Two Blues. Although we see the Two Blues with a break up the middle, inside the 22. Still going, number 1, Philip Shaw. Can they recycle possession? They get an advantage. A little pick and drive. It'll come back for a penalty. Awfully close here, the Two Blues. They're on the goal line. And it'll come back to the 5. Another penalty, and we're going to see a yellow card here, are we? Thought he had his hand in his pocket, the referee. Oh, a little bit of push and shove. And a yellow card to the First Nations player. Well, can probably afford a yellow card at this stage, leading 26-0. Things can turn around quickly in this format of the game. Roach back on the inside to Bow. Finds the unmarked man, and they score the try, the Two Blues. Matawai with the try. 26 points to 5 with a kick to come. Conversion successful. 26 points to 7 now. There's the kick-off, and it's been spilt backwards by First Nation, and they nearly break the line. Some good support play. They've got numbers. Oh, and that's a shocking pass. Straight down the throat of Ben over there. Chance now for the Two Blues, still trailing by 19 points. Long way back. But they can pinch another try here with the player off the field. Having said that, First Nations just come up with the ball and they're looking to counter again. Advantage being paid here to the Two Blues. Roach took a late shot, and the Two Blues are going to score their second try. Underneath the uprights. Kinajoji Lagi with the try. Nick Ben comes in to take the kick. 26 points to 14 now. All of a sudden, they're within touching distance here, the Two Blues. They're back to their full complement though now. First Nations, they should still have enough to see this one out. 26 points to 14. Roach gets us back underway. That was well taken on the back pedal there. And now First Nations get around the Two Blues. Plenty of support, draws the fullback. Phillips down the touchline. Roach comes across, kick back inside. If he can get the bounce, he does. And that is a great try. Great sevens try. First Nations going coast to coast. Phillips with the smarts to put it on the toe. All they needed was the bounce, and they got the bounce. It was Jordan Remfrey, Johnny on the spot. He converts it as well. 33 points to 14 now. Breeze is getting a bit stiffer here at Lickham Oval. First Nations get us back underway. That one's drifting towards the touchline. I think that might have been the old Falcon off the top of the head. Couldn't get his hands up in time. I mean, a line out for the two Blues. About 20 metres shy of halfway. They win the line out. Go back down a very narrow short side. I'll take the quick tap. Comes to Roach. Roach now steps. That pass looked to have gone forward. It's play on. Roach again. Roach finds his man on the right wing. There's the cake. Roach through the hands. Comes out to Latu. Latu looking for a way through. 33 points to 14. First Nations leading the two Blues. It's good defence. I was just about to say good defence from First Nations, but they found a way through. Christian Hernandez will race away 50 metres to score the try. 33 points to 19 the scoreline now. Just as the words were coming out of my mouth about the defensive pressure from First Nations, Christian Hernandez finds a way through. Conversion attempt successful from Roach as well. So 33 points to 21 the scoreline. Maybe Roach to get us back underway. Taken on the full there by First Nations, who throw a long pass inside their own 22. It hits the deck. And now it's First Nations' turn on the attack. Looking for support. Beats one, beats two. Can't beat the third. Brought down 5 metres shy of halfway. Penalty coming the way here of First Nations. The advantage being played. Phillips has the ball. The penalty will be blown. No advantage. Quick tap taken by First Nations. Looking for some footwork to find a way through. They've created an overlap here with the runaround. They've got 2-on-1 here. They should score. Finds the unmarked man on the outside, and First Nations put the icing on the cake. Dion Evans-Ayo scores underneath the post. 38 points to 21 the scoreline. That'll be full time. The conversion attempt successful. 40 points to 21. First Nations run out winners. The final pool game of the day. Next up here on Bar TV Sports, we've got the Youth Bowl final, the Youth Plate final, and the Diggers Cup final for the under-17 boys. Don't go anywhere. Finals action coming up live here on Bar TV. For those of you tuning in at home, following the score on the Bar TV feed, I'm going to be a little confused in this one. It's West Juniors versus West Juniors. The ones versus the twos. The Youth Bowl final. The West Juniors number 2 side in the white sleeves. And the West ones in the all black. Not too far away from kickoff here. The Youth Bowl final. There'll be no love lost between these two. Neither team will want to lose this one. West Juniors Pirates are the number 1 team in the all black. The Buccaneers are the twos in the black with white sleeves. We're underway in the bowl final. And that one is a horrible bounce, and the Pirates are through. The Buccaneers, can they field it? The Pirates will dive on it. Will they score? They're close. They're only a metre away, and a penalty goes to the Buccaneers. Well, that was a shocking start for them. They've got away with one. They shift it wide early. There's a lot of space out there on the left. Cover defence coming across. The support is there as well, though, back on the inside. Still going. Oh, and it's been battered down. That's going to be a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card. It is a yellow card. Jared Sanger. He'll be having a spell. And now the twos have a man advantage. Can they make use of it? That one squirts out the back. It's been taken there by the twos, and they're going to run away and score here, are they? The chasers are coming. Look to have slowed down for a second there. They put the fend on and they're going to cross to score the opening try. Celessa Tavui scores the opening try. And the twos are in front of the ones. 5-0 with a kick to come. Conversion attempt unsuccessful. 5-0 the scoreline remains. Let's just call them the Buccaneers and the Pirates, hey, to make it easier. The Buccaneers are in front. The Buccaneers will get us underway. Goes down to the Pirates. They take possession from the kickoff. Still down to 6 men at the moment, the Pirates. Make their way up towards halfway. They maintain possession. It's a good strong charge, picking up 8 or 9 metres. And the Buccaneers have come up with it again. Throws the dummy. The foot race is on. The chasers are coming. They will catch him. Can't bring him down though. There's the support on the inside, and they're going to score again. It's that same man. Celessa Tavui with a double. And it's 10 points to 0. The Buccaneers lead the Pirates. Conversion successful, and he is celebrating like he's won the World Cup. Good on him. He's avoided the top 10 list for the day. 12 points to 0. The Buccaneers lead the Pirates. The twos lead the ones. They're back to their full complement. Kickoff goes down. It's taken there by the number 4. And they've got a bit of a mountain to climb here, the Pirates. Well, they found a bit of space on the right-hand side. There's plenty of Buccaneers over there, though. They've come up with possession, ball back on the inside, but it's been knocked on. So it'll be a scrum feed to the Pirates. 12-0, the Pirates trail. And you'd have to say it would be a bit of an upset, wouldn't it, if the twos could beat the ones? Short arm penalty here for the Buccaneers out of that scrum, so turnover of possession. Buccaneers leading 12-0, they kick early. It's not the best. The kick sits up nicely, though. Tavui on a hat-trick. Still going. Brought down 7 metres away. Penalty to the Buccaneers. They're on a roll. Quick tap. Happy to go across field. Shapes the kick, does kick, looking for the try. He gets there. Talii scores. Does he score? Pretty sure he scored. Getting nods from the Bar TV crew. 17-0. Twos leading the ones. There's the kick. Unsuccessful. 17-0. The scoreline remains. Will be the Buccaneers to get us underway. That's a high and deep kick-off. We'll sit up for Sanger. And the Pirates looking to strike back before half-time. $17-0 they trail. Ball's made its way over the touchline, and that'll be half-time. The bowl final, the West Harbour Buccaneers, the number 2s, lead the West Harbour Pirates, number 1s, 17 points to 0. Did you too far away from kickoff here, second half of the bowl final. West Harbour 2s leading the West Harbour 1s 17 points to 0. Oh, that one is not going to go 10. Try as he might. Quick tap taken. No, I don't think the referee's going to allow him to take it on his knee. There we go. Quick tap retaken. And now the Pirates are on the attack. Coming back in field, showing some speed, nearly going through. Finally brought down inside the 22. They trail 17 points to 0. Big chance here for the Pirates to strike back. They're down to the 5. Still going. They're only a metre away here, the Pirates. Buccaneers looking to pinch it at the breakdown, and they have done, but penalty goes against them. Quick tap coming here for the Pirates. Quickish tap. It'll be tough to stop from there. The big man, he spins out of the tackle and scores the try. And they're back in the ball game. 17 points to 5, the score. Jody Vula with the try. Bagged himself a meat pie today. He'll be happy with that. $17 points to 5, the scoreline. Attempted conversion coming up. Well, we've got a new entry into the top 10. That one unable to get off the ground. It's like the Sports Centre top 10, but way more prestigious. Top 10 worst conversion attempts of the day. There's a short restart, but the Buccaneers are alert to it. They lead 17 points to 5. Just to get on the outside of the defence, and it might be shut the gate. The cover defence coming across. The cover defence will get there, and then he's ragdolled into touch. A decent run from the 16. Vijayethis showing some good pace, but it was Jared Sanger coming across, cleaning up, bundled him into touch. There'll be a line out here to the Pirates. Be about 15 metres out from their own line, give or take. Next up, it'll be Icons 2 v Manly. That one goes over the back. It'll be picked up by Pirates. Flicked out the back. It'll be play on for the time being. Sanger now looking for a way through, finds a way through. Sanger, he'll kick, he'll chase himself. The foot race is on. He looks to be leading the race. The Buccaneers are trying. Can he get the bounce? No, he can't get the bounce. Jared Sanger, unlucky son. A little knock on. It'll be play on. Advantage played here for the Buccaneers. And a penalty now. Well, he's tried his heart out today, Jared Sanger. Quick tap taken by the Buccaneers, and they're away again. Into the backfield, lovely right foot step, does him like a dinner. Still going and does another one. Breaking ankles left, right and centre. And he scores under the post. Joseph Jojo, take a bow, son. Not one, but 2 broken ankles, leaving them in his wake. The Buccaneers jump out 22, make that 24 points. Oh, it missed. Oh. Counting my chickens before they hatch. 22 points to 5, the scoreline. Well, in my defence, he was right in front. The Buccaneers are going to take out the bowl final. They lead 22 points to 5. A short kick-off. They're taking themselves out here, the West Harbour crew. The Pirates now looking to counter-attack, and this would be some try as well. An entertaining game here. Oh, what a shot. Absolutely floored from the blind side. It'll be play on. The Pirates maintain possession. Flung to the ground eventually. Ball comes out the back. The Buccaneers get possession. It's a little bit scrappy here to finish. We play on. And the penalty goes to the Buccaneers, leading 22 points to 5. Got a couple of changes coming on by the looks of things. Well, the Buccaneers have 8 out there, or have we got another one coming off? No, the Buccaneers have 8 out there. They need one more to go off. Here we go. They've jimmied on. No, no. Is he coming off? Yes, he is. Play can now restart. 7v7. 22 points to 5. The Buccaneers lead the Pirates. Ball back on the inside. They found some space out here on the left-hand side. Looked to put the foot down. Thought better of it. Still going here, the Buccaneers. Looking for blood. They can smell it in the water. I thought he was going to kick a field goal then. Puts the kick in. That one will sit up and they'll score, will they? No, I think he's dropped it. Did he score? Well, it looked like he dropped it, but I think the referee's given the try. And makes it 27 points to 5. Did he miss that again? Oh. Well, kicking practice in order for the Buccaneers, but they run out 27 points to 5 winners over the Pirates. The West Harbour number 2s get the better of the West Harbour number 1s in convincing fashion, really. And they take out the bowl final. Next up, it's the plate final. Icons 2 taking on Manly. And then the Diggers Cup. 2 Blues taking on Icons 1. This wind is playing absolute havoc with the team sheets. second last game of Saturday's fixtures here at the Western Sydney Sevens. It's the plate final between Icons 2 and Manly. And we're underway. Under 17 boys plate final. That one will find touch inside the 22 of Icons 2. They'll have a line out. Looking to go quickly. And the line out is won by Icons. And they'll bump their way up towards their own 22. Brought down right on it. And they can't clear out in time. Penalty goes to Manly. Quick tap taken down the short side. Throws the dummy. Sproul looking for a way through. The ball hits the deck. It comes backwards. It'll be play on. The referee nearly caught that one. The referee did catch that one, and it'll come back for a scrum. Otherwise, Riley Murata might have gone 90-odd metres to score the opening try. Instead, it'll be a scrum feed to Manly. Manly feed the scrum. They win it as well. From the back of the scrum now, putting on some footwork. They've got space and numbers on the right. They go back to the left. Back into the traffic. They manage to maintain possession. They get a penalty as well. Not releasing. Quick tap taken. They've still got numbers to the right. They've got to go that way through the hands. They do so. Surely they score. They do. Try to Manly. Tom Douglas crosses the stripe for the opening try in the plate final. And they had to go to the right eventually. They did so. And they cross for an easy try. 5-0 with a kick to come. Douglas to take the shot. There's the attempt, and it's waved away. 5-0, the scoreline remains. Manly taking on Icons 2. Next up, the big one, the Diggers Cup final for the under-17 boys. The Western Sydney 2 Blues taking on Icons 1. Icons trailing 5 points to 0 with possession. Manly giving away a penalty here at the breakdown. Quick tap taken by Icons. They go down the short side now. They put the kick in. The chase is on. It's been fumbled a couple of times there by Anasio. They come up with their Icons. Advantage being played. Back into traffic. They'll have a scrum feed here, Icons. There was a little knock on from Anasio. Icons with an opportunity to hit back. A good shove from Manly, but Icons come up with it. Go through the hands. That's the number 9, for which I don't have a name for, but they go through the hands again here. They've found a bit of space, but the Manly defence is alert to the danger. Come back the open side now. Icons probing, looking for a way through or around. Or over, doesn't matter, they just need to strike back. They trail 5 points to 0. Penalty goes to Manly. Quick tap taken. They've got some space here on the left-hand side through Douglas. Douglas now back on the inside. Finds Douglas again. Douglas down the left touchline. Cover defence comes across. Douglas puts the kick in. And he was tackled as he kicked, and that one was a bit high from Douglas. He's still down. No, he's back to his feet. That's a good sign. Quick tap taken. They go to the left. Cut out. Well, not a cut out pass. Just a long pass and a chance here now to put the afterburners on. Cover defence comes across with a great tackle. He's got a release now. He's going to get caught with the ball. Manages to hold on to it somehow. Icons on the attack. Lofted pass. That one might have gone a bit forward. No, it'll be play on. Riley Murata back on the inside. It's been intercepted. A chance here for Manly. They're going to go the length here. And Arcio off the intercept will score the try. Chasers are coming, but in vain. And Arcio will run it around underneath the post as well. 10-0. Well, it will be when he eventually puts it down. And Arcio finally puts it down. 10 points to 0. Going back a fair way. Strikes it. And the hand goes up. Conversion successful. 12 points to 0 now. Manly lead. Narcio with the intercept after it looked like Icons might strike back. Manly to get us back underway through Pizzali. Pizzali won't find the 10 metres that he needs. Can Icons strike back before half time, trailing 12-0? Quick tap taken. Across to Murata. Murata throws the dummy. He's just dragged down from behind. They managed to keep possession though, Icons. Through the back line. Stepping back into traffic there was the 15 Davis. And he's brought down 30 away. Some nice footwork and a good strong run there from the number 3 Wheels. They're inside the 22 here, Icons. Can they convert pressure to points? Oh, and a little knock on. Just halting any momentum, and that'll be half time. 12 points to 0. Manly leading Icons in the plate final. Coming up next here on Bar TV Sports, the Diggers Cup final for the under-17 boys. The Western Sydney 2 Blues taking on Icons 1. Live here on Bar TV Sports. Massive day here today at Lidcombe Oval. Western Sydney Sevens. Bigger day tomorrow. Jack Clifton will take over the commentary. The Bar TV crew will be here again. We counted 24 games tomorrow. Something like that. Big day. The ladies will kick off their competition. And the men will continue theirs. If you're in the area, if you're down here at Lidcombe tomorrow and you've got some spare time on your hands, get out to Lidcombe Oval for a great day of Sevens rugby. All funds raised over this weekend go towards the Veterans Benevolent Fund. So it's for a great cause. Campsie RSL Group, the major sponsors of this event. And then you've got Smithfield RSL, Marylands RSL, Ingleburn RSL, Dooley's Club and Club Burwood all on board as well. So plenty of local clubs getting involved for a great cause. As I said, you'll have the remainder of the men's competition and the ladies tomorrow. But right now, it's the plate final. It's Manly leading 12 points to 0. And Manly will have a line out about 30 out from their own line after the kickoff. You can see the Western Sydney 2 Blues on the far side of the field warming up. Icons 1 down here in the Waratah blue. Warming up in front of us as Manly make another break. They lead 12-0. Can they put the icing on the cake? A nice left foot step. They just do enough, Icons, to bring him down. 25 away. Manly leading 12-0. They put the kick in early. The chase is on. Murata's after it. So's the winger. Murata will get there first. He does well. The number 7. Had the Manly number 5, Pizzali, breathing down his neck. He had just enough pace to get him there. Saves his team a try. And now Icons will restart. That one's going to go out on the full. There'll be a line out. Didn't think you could drop kick it out on the full like that. But anyway. What do I know? Be a line out to Manly. Yeah, 8 metres shy of halfway. And that was not very well executed, to say the least. And it'll be a penalty to Icons, trailing 12 points to 0. So they escape that raid, Icons, unscathed. They're still right in this game. Manly really pouring the pressure on with their defence. They get an advantage here, though, Icons. Quick tap taken. They have some... Oh, that one's gone forward. We play on here for Manly if they can take advantage. No, the referee's going to tell them to come back, is he? No, play on. Looked like he was about to blow his whistle. Advantage would have been played by now. And that one's been put down. Took a little bit of a look there as that pass was coming to him. No harm, no foul though. They lead 12-0. Scrum will be packed 8 metres inside Manly territory. In no rush to pack this scrum. Icons win the feed. Long cut-out pass now. And that one's been put down as well, so Clancy Moore unable to hold on to it. Time slowly slipping away here for Icons. They only trail by 12 points, but they just can't get anything going attacking-wise. Manly will have a scrum feed 10 metres shy of halfway. Short arm penalty, so Manly take it quickly. They shift it to the left. They thought they might have found a bit of space out there, and they have done. They get up over halfway. Finally brought down. The ball squirts out the back. It'll be play on. They keep it alive just. Douglas puts the kick in. The chase is on again. Might win the race this time, Manly. They do. They're unable to field it. The ball somehow manages to stay in play. Icons get there in numbers, though, and bundle them out into touch. So it'll be a line out to Icons. 23 metres out from their own line. Make that 22 metres out from their own line. Time ticking away. That one goes over the top. Manly should field it. They do. Manly on the attack. Can they ice this game now? Throws the dummy, goes himself, and he will get there. No, great tackle in cover defence. Dragged down a metre away. Douglas now with a chance. Icons holding on for dear life. Advantage and penalty goes to Manly. Somehow Manly didn't score. Alexander went close, then Douglas. They're at the wrong end of the field, Icons. They don't have the ball. Alexander goes to Inacio. Inacio for the line, and he'll score under the post. That should be enough. 17-0 with a kick to come. Try as they might, Icons. Manly just been too good in this plate final. Oh, that one's off the crossbar and off the crossbar again and over. And that wins the Conversion of the Day award. We've had a top 10 worst conversions. That one wins by a country mile for best. You could try that 100 times and wouldn't pull that off. 19-0, the scoreline. Manly will go home with the plate. They kick deep. Icons coming out of their own 22. Manly shooting up fast out of defence. That's Robbie Hodgson, the number 2, is it? They shift the ball early now. Oh, that was a dangerous tackle there from Douglas, and he's going to receive a yellow card for that one. Lifting above the horizontal. Not really needed at this point of the game. Ball comes out the back for Icons. They'll have a penalty. Just inside Manly territory. 19-0 they trail. Quick tap taken. They're up towards the 22. Can they post some points? Inside the 22 now. Sois with a strong run. Ball just a little bit behind the number 4 in curls. And they'll score the try that they deserve. Icons cross in the final. Jack Davis with the try. Too little, too late for Icons, but a deserved try in the end. 19 points to 5, the scoreline. Be Davis to attempt. Can he avoid the top 10 worst conversions? Yeah, he can. It was a decent enough strike. Pushed it to the left. 19 points to 5 is the final score in the plate final. Manly victorious over Icons 2. Coming up here on Bar TV Sports, the big one, the Diggers Cup final for the under-17 boys. Western Sydney 2 Blues versus Icons 1, coming up live. Well, here's the big one, the one we've been waiting for. Icons 1 taking on the Western Sydney 2 Blues. Referee blows time on and we're underway. Short kick-off, Icons come up with it. And it's Icons on the attack early. Can they hit the front? They're inside the 22 now. Chance here for Icons to take an early lead. Ball spills out the back. The 2 Blues get their defensive line set. Throws the dummy. Icons are through. Lovely offload, and they'll score the opening try, the Icons. That's the start that they wanted. Tom Morrison dives over. 5-0 the scoreline. Conversion attempt is successful. 7-0 they lead. The Icons. 2 Blues won the State Cup only a couple of weeks ago. Icons take a 7-point lead. And they'll get us back underway. Two Blues now with their first opportunity with ball in hand. And they make the break up the middle and it'll be shut the gate. The 2 Blues are about to cross for their first try of the day in the final. No rush to put it down. He eventually does. Conversion attempt now to level things up. Strikes it. Flags up. 7-all. So it didn't take them long to strike back. Jerome Williams with the try and conversion. Now the 2 Blues will get us underway. 7-all. That one is allowed to bounce. It'll stay in the field of play. Icons come up with it. And they'll be wrestled down. Nearly into touch. Ball spills out. Icons come up with it. No, the 2 Blues have come up with it. They're only 15 away here, the 2 Blues. They shift the ball wide. That's the 11, Saukuru. They've got the numbers. If they put it through the hands, it hits the deck. And a penalty. And a yellow card. Well, that's not what the Icons needed. Danger time here now. 7v6. Pass was battered down. Go back down the short side. Come back to Sakuru. Now to Afoa. Through the hands. They've still got... Oh, that's brilliant footwork down this left touchline. And the 2 Blues cross to score their second try. Kalatolu. Quick feet. Good evasiveness. Scores the try. 12 points to 7 now. Western Sydney 2 Blues lead. Afoa with the conversion attempt, and that one is sliced out to the right. Not sure if that makes the list. I'll have to review the film. $12 points to 7. They want to get a move on here, the 2 Blues, with the Icons down to 6 men. They need to make the most of this time of the game. That's a high restart. Icons come up with that's a great take under pressure. And they'll earn themselves a penalty for the high tackle. So well done there by the number 1, Ricky. And now it's Icons' turn to make a break. That one might have been battered down, was it? We're going to see a yellow card here, are we? I'm not sure. No, they're going to get away with one there, I think, the two Blues. Icons now on the attack, trailing 12 points to 7. 25 away from the two Blues line. Straightens up the attack, gets through 2 tackles, gets to a third, and they're going to score again here, the Icons. Connor McCullen with the try. Beat 2 would-be tacklers, and then a beautiful fend to fend off the third. It's 12 all. Kick to come. McCullen looking to add the extras. Can he put his team in front? Yes, he can. 14 points to 12. Well, there's a huge try down to 6 men. Back to their full complement now. And they've taken the lead here, Icons. There's the restart. It's a decent one. It's been batted back by Icons, but the two Blues are first on the loose ball. Come to the left now. Go back to the right, holding on to possession, looking for a way through. There's the lofted pass. They found a bit of space out here through Sakuru. Sakuru putting on the afterburner, shut the gate. Sakuru's going to score. It's too quick. Sakuru plants it down and they take the lead back, the two Blues. 17 points to 14, the scoreline. Sakuru just showing too much pace out there on the right-hand wing. He attempts to convert his own try. Strikes it well enough, and the assistant raises his flag. 19 points to 14, the scoreline at half-time. In a seesawing battle here at Lidcombe Oval. It's the Western Sydney two Blues who lead Icons 1. An entertaining first half, back and forth, both teams taking the lead on a couple of occasions. It was Icons who took the early lead, and then two Blues with 2 quick tries hit the front. Icons took the lead back, and a try right on half time to the two Blues sees them lead 19 points to 14 at half time. 7 minutes left here in this Diggers Cup final. Plenty of action here tomorrow as well. Day 2 of the Western Sydney Sevens. I think it kicks off at 10 a.m. Let me just confirm that. $10 a.m. kickoff. The Randwick girls in action. First Nations. Another massive day of Sevens rugby tomorrow. If you're in the area, get down here. All money raised goes to a good cause. Veterans Benevolent Fund, beneficiaries of this event. Big thank you to the major sponsor, Campsie RSL Group. Other sponsors involved, Smithfield RSL, Marylands RSL, Ingleburn RSL, Dooley's Club and Club Burwood. Without those organisations being involved, this event wouldn't be possible. The second half underway. Icons are happy to let the kickoff roll into touch. So I'll have a line out about 30 metres away from their own line. They win the line out, they put the ball through the hands, looking for a way through. That one slipped up a little bit high. The referee has spotted it. I think we might see a yellow card here, will we? Yes, we will. Yellow card for the two Blues. Big chance here for Icons against 6 men. Boys, men, young men. Put it through their hands. There's Dylan Hema. Got the yellow card, and now it's Icons up over halfway. Dragged down from behind. They get there in support. Still got the ball here, Icons. They've got numbers to the left. They go that way. Josh Wong down the left touchline. Still going Wong. He's brought down. It's only 8 away. Chance here for Icons off the right foot. Looking for the hole in behind the ruck. Good clear out. Wong gets in there. He picks it up. They've got numbers to the right. They've got to go that way, surely. He doesn't pass. He'll get there in the end anyway. Tom Morrison with his second of the day in the grand final. Scores next to the uprights. That's 19 all with a kick to come. Chance for Icons to go back in front. Strikes it. The flags are raised, so Icons retake the lead. 21 points to 19, the scoreline. Two Blues still down to 6 players. Ball comes down for Icons, and Icons come up with it. Back on the inside, there's support. That one's battered down as well. Could be another yellow card here. The two Blues could be down to 5. No, the referee's going to call it back. Oh, controversy here in the final. That pass was battered down. We're going to go all the way back. Where are we going? All the way back to the kickoff. Well, there you go. Don't see that every day. Icons in possession. Throws the dummy. Can they close it out? They lead 21-19. They've got the numbers out here on the right-hand side. They straighten up the attack. That pass a little bit behind his support player. They've still got numbers over there. Ball was passed off the ground. Play on. Back down the short side. Big dummy throwing. They're only 5-4, maybe 3 away here, the Icons. 21-19 they lead. Oh, and the pass could have been intercepted. It's play on. They've still got numbers. They go for the line. They're going to get there. They score the try, do they? No, they don't. A knock on with the try line begging. Daniel Stould somehow didn't score. And Western Sydney 2 Blues live to fight another day. They're back to their full complement now, the 2 Blues. And they get the penalty from the scrum as well. They take the tap and they could go 100 here. The 2 Blues have broken through. The chasers are coming. Will they get him? They do. The support's there. They're going to score, are they? The chasers on. 22 to go, 10 to go, 5 to go. The chasers won't get there. Josh Talia scores the try. Josh Talia, they go 100. Sakuru was the one that made the break in the first place. Talia was the man to finish it off. 21 points to 24 in favour of the 2 Blues. Conversion attempt to come. Afoa. Can he add the extras? No, he can't. Not even close. 24 points to 21. Only about a minute left for Icons. Can they pinch it? There's the kickoff. They go deep, the two Blues. Back to 7 on 7. And to think only a matter of minutes ago, it was Icons who dropped the ball with the try line begging. And a penalty goes to the two Blues. Well, that might be just about it. Quick tap taken. 24-21 they lead. Sakuru happy to keep hold of possession. Nix finds his support player. They found some space on the right-hand side. Kick back on the inside. Icons get there, taken back in goals. There will be a scrum feed. 5 metres out. The referee will blow full time. And the Western Sydney 2 Blues win the Diggers Cup final, 24 points to 21 over a brave Icons team. Icons look like they might steal one. And the 2 Blues, the State Cup champions, come out on top in the end, 24 points to 21. It's been a massive day here at Lidcombe Oval. Big thank you to the Bar TV camera crew. Bar TV will be back on deck tomorrow. Jack Clifton on the mic for another huge day of Sevens rugby from the Western Sydney Sevens. I'm Dan McCamley signing off here from Lidcombe Oval as we see the Western Sydney 2 Blues under-17s crowned Diggers Cup champions for 2019.